OK，大家好，欢迎来到园地区的直播间。那我是本次的活动主持人柏林。那大家都知道，我们作为 Web 3.0的全球性的社区的话，近期也在开始做一系列的 Web 3.0新的系列活动。那今天的话呢，我们也是非常荣幸的请到了来自企业实验室的团队。对，稍后的话会给我们讲一下关于 FVM 的进展，以及接下来它如何赋能整个 Falcon 网络，更好的去带领我们去到 Web 3.0的这样一个世界。OK。So hi everybody. Yeah, this is Tim from IPFS Force. As you guys know, Force as a Web3 community. Now we have organized so many kind of events here. We are doing with a non-profit Web3 community, and now we are going to have a series of Web3 projects, public chains, and which will be would be great to share with our community members and how they're going on with the Web3 development. So here there are not only public chains projects here, but also projects built with so many different kind of chains. So welcome everyone to join us today, and so let's work together to pave the way to Web3. 那本次活动的话呢，我们非常荣幸有邀请到来自实验室的朋友。大家都知道，实验室的话呢，一直有参与到我们过往的一系列活动，包括在刚刚结束的这样一个主网上线1周年这样一个活动。那今天的嘉宾的话是来自企业实验室的负责生态这一块的，叫 Vuk 呀，非常欢迎他来可以做客我们的这样一个直播间。那大家知道企业实验室的话，在这边我们还是做一个简短这样一个介绍吧。大家知道企业实验室它其实成立于2013年8月份，它是一个旨在为去中心化网络和有那个分布式存储领域的这样一个致力于开源性研究，然后开发部署的这样一个实验室。那这些实验室呢，也与多个组织，比如说大学，然后机构、企业级组织，然后基金会啊，各种 OSS 项目，以及区块链项目，或者是其他的一些整个 Web 3.0的一些生态的参与者，包括和 Substrate 和 ChainSafe 这边，对吧？以及包括当然原理机制在内的所有的不同的生态合作伙伴，一起助力于使 Web3 的这样一个发展壮大。那我们也知道，他们目前专注于Web3 和 FVM 的这样一个发展，他们希望通过对于 FVM 的构建，可以使用户能够更多的在链上更容易部署自己的这样一个智能合约，实现这个链的这样一个数据的存储的最大化，对吧？并且可以很好的去执行链上的计算，促进跨链的这样一个不断扩展和合作实现这样一个多元化的功能，也可以更好的构建下一代的这样一个网络环境。Yeah, hey everybody. Yeah, this is a 208th Open Day. Yeah, and we are very honored here to invite Vuk here to join us today. And Vuk is an ecosystem growth at Protocol Labs, and he's our guest speaker today. So, as you guys know, Protocol Labs, is our old friend here, and we have organized several events together with them, like the online summit for the first anniversary of Falcon, and as you know, established in 2013 August, Protocol Labs is an open source research and development laboratory. Yeah, it aims to decentralize the web and start to develop as ideas and prototypes. So in addition to directly promoting internal projects, it also supports so many research corporations such as universities, companies, foundations, and so many so many blockchain ecosystem partners to help the development and the growth of the Web3. So meanwhile, they have served at least 1,000 of organizations, and so many people get involved here in the ecosystem. And currently, they are working on focusing on the development of the Falcon virtual machine and how Falcon network can empower the Web3 future. So that is really great. And that's really great here to have Vuk here. Yeah, Vuk, could you just say hi with our audience here first?
Hey, nice to meet you all. Thanks for inviting me. It's very exciting to be here. So yeah, as you said, I'm ecosystem growth at Protocol Labs. So I'm focused a lot on everything from decentralized compute, to how we are like managing everything around the FVM and what are like the implications of the FVM on the general ecosystem. Before joining Protocol Labs, I was in the Ethereum community, so I have a lot of experience from there with smart contracts, and I hope to share some of that today. And also, those are some things that we are going to be pushing for in the next year with the FVM.
Okay, great. Yeah. 刚刚 Vukasin 这边的话有提到他简单一些过的一些背景介绍，当然他本身的话也在致力于整体的让范矿网络这样一个生态的发展，尤其是在 FVM 这一块以及其他链的交互。当然近期的话也是看到一些实验室这边也是举办了各种各样的黑客松系列，当然在接下来可能会更多。我们接下来的话就把时间交给 Vuk 好吗？ Okay, Vuk, yeah, it's your time now. So I will stop sharing my screen so you can share your screen now and do the demo. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So,
yeah, great. I can see the screen now. Yeah. Okay, you can do that now.
Yeah, so as you said, we are very soon launching the Falcon virtual machine. There are a couple of stages through which the Falcon virtual machine is going to go through. And I'm going to share more of those later when we cover the roadmap. But before, I want to cover quickly how the virtual machine actually works, because it's a bit different from what is being done on the Ethereum side or on other layer 2 blockchains like Polygon and Avalanche. Instead of having just EVM, we wanted to have more flexibility and allow the future development of different virtual machines, not just the EVM. This includes VASM, but it also includes virtual machines based on LLVM. Now, basically, the virtual machine was something that we've been planning for since the beginning. Of course, we did not have enough bandwidth to actually do everything at once, so we had to prioritize other things, like making sure that the network is very performant and stable and that we can onboard massive amounts of data. And now it's the time where we have big confidence that the network can grow to the scale that we need. And now we want to allow the network to get more flexibility, and that this is done with the implementation of the virtual machine. That basically allows very custom stuff to be built on the network, from like making sure that storage providers have enough collateral and working around the financialization of it, to actually enabling decentralized compute, which is very important for the success of the network. Do you want to like do some highlights in Chinese? And
yeah, sure. I can. I can. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. OK. 刚刚 Vuk 这边的话，其实给大家介绍到就是目前的 FVM 他们的在采用了一些主要的一些类型。当然 ，OneSum 的话这块的话肯定是一个行业的通识了，大家都基本上都在使用的 OneSum 这样一个核心来做这样一个Falcon 这样一个虚拟机。那目前的话呢，其实更多的一个点在于FVM 这边的话也在集成和EVM 这一块，对，这是肯定的。有更多的在部署在以太坊上面的这些smart contracts 的话，都可以在FVM 以及在 EVM 上进行更好的去运行。那他们接下来的话也会可能接下来会更多的给大家讲一些关于更多的一些FVM 的这些 roadmap 以及更多的这些点。当然，更重要的一个措施在于通过 OneSum 这一块，通过 FVM 的这样一个建立，可以更多的使 Falcon 网络这样一个数据的这样一个存储，能够把它这样一个潜能更多的发挥出来，而不只是说只是在存储数据的网络，它可以让更多的人去建立智能合约，去部署智能合约，然后更好的把这些数据能够使用下来。对 ，OK, yeah, you can continue now. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So some of the use cases that we want to cover today, and I'm going to take this more as a discussion around use cases, and hope that this helps everyone like understand like how broad the spectrum of things that will be done on the Falcon ecosystem can be with the FVM. So, of course, the centralized compute. What is that? Like, I mean, in general, like we want to get to a point where we can allow a particular workload to be executed on a particular data center and stored on the Falcon storage. Now, what this means is that we also need to have like a way of abstracting away that particular workload through something. Like that cannot be in a centralized way. Otherwise, we lose a lot of the flexibility that we actually have with a blockchain and with something that is decentralized. So in order to do it diligently, we need to have smart contracts that allow us to break down those workloads into basically compute deals and things like that, that of course needs still to be implemented. And this is probably going to be implemented by third parties rather than Protocol Labs itself. But we need to have those in order to get to a point where that compute job can happen on a particular data center and be stored on the same data center, but on the Falcon network.
Okay, yeah, great, yeah, thanks for that. So,刚刚 Vuk 这边的话，给大家提到了第一个应用场景的话，就是一个去中心化的这样一个计算。那去中心化计算的话，它当然也是一定要依托 Falcon 网络这样一个目前这样一个存储。就是目前的话 ，Falcon 网络里面有非常多的这种数据在存储嘛，然后我们可以完全寄托于这个数据上面，再可以去做更多的一个有效率的、有价值的这样一种运算，对。并且我们可以在这上面直接去部署智能合约，然后使得这样的一个计算的话，可以去执行不同的这样一个场景和应用。对，这是它所在这个里边去中心化计算这一块所强调的一个点。但肯定是比如说它有不同的 layer 的话，肯定在 layer 0这一块的话，就是最底层这一块的话，还是一个庞大的这些数据的存储在 Falcon 网络里面，依托这些数据再去做这些去中心化计算的事情。Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. So, and when we get to that point where we are basically allowing particular third-party services to be scheduling some compute jobs on the Falcon network, what we have done in that case is basically we have abstracted away that storage, which can then be at some point like sold, or it can be part of like something more structured than just a storage deal, because the storage deal is something that happens for that data to actually be stored on a storage provider. But there are many abstractions that we can have on top that allow developers to like access that storage in a much more structured way.
Yeah, 刚刚这边 Vuk 这边提到的话，其实他们更加鼓励的是通过这种智能合约，通过这种去中心化计算，能够让更多的开发者可以参与到这个里面来，去创建自己的应用，去创建自己的这些应用场景，能够把 Falcon 网络的这些数据能够更好的去运用起来，然后能够把这些东西能够更好的推广下去，然后更多人去使用。所以这是他在这里面所强调的一个点。Okay.
Also, things like staking protocols allows us to have the ability to allow particular storage clients to potentially create like revenue on their data sets that they share with the network by allowing people to stake their tokens into that particular data set and maybe have some yield associated with those tokens that were staked in that particular like data set. And this also allows us to then go further and have particular entities that are managing those data sets and have data DAOs that are actually organizations that have like the mission to manage those data sets and have the mission to onboard as much useful information to the network.
Okay, great, yeah. 刚刚 Vuk 在这边提到的话，就是其实除了去中心化计算之外，还可以有一个更加永久的这样的存储。然后另外的话呢，就是类似有一些更多的一些协议的一些产生，当然是依托于 FVM 这边所能提供的智能合约这样一个部分。比如说，你可以有一个质押这种协议，对吧？你可以来使得你的这个数据比如说你的一个有价值的数据在上面的话，它可以承担一部分的这样一个质押，并且这个部分的话可以在后面进行一个数据的这样一个价值性的一个利益的这样一个体现。比如说一个数据的一个价值，就像目前我们所能看到的一些大数据的一些价值一样。对，这就是说可能在最后一点，就是我们在屏幕右下角看到这个 data DAO 这一块，对，可能数据的这样一个完全的这样一个匿名化，并且可以更好的一个去中心化，能够让更多的组织去采用它。然后你可以完全把不同的数据集、不同的有价值的数据，完全可以依托智能合约，可以部署在这样一个FVM Falcon 网络上面去，然后可以有更多的人去使用它，能够让它的价值发挥出来。或者是你可以去直接就创建一种质押协议，能够让这些东西可以在网络里面承担部分的这样一个权重，也是可以的。对 ，OK，
Yeah. And of course, it's incredibly important that we have like certainty that a particular data set is going to be stored forever on the Falcon network, which is also something that will be enabled by having insurance products on top of the FVM, meaning that some financial products will be built so that there is enough incentive for third parties to actually be storing particular data sets and having the ability to get some reward in the case of a particular data set not being there. Or even just like taking the risk associated with losing a particular data set and just making sure that there is a very strong incentive for storage providers to be like storing a particular data set.
Okay, yeah, great, yeah. 这边他有提到就是一个类似有一个场景，通过 FVM 创建一个类似永久性数据集的这样一个存储的这样一个场景。但这个部分的话也是需要有一定的基础措施的，不然的话可能不会有存储提供者可以帮你来存储这样一个数据。另外的话呢，就是一定要有一个它一定是一个比较特定的这样一个有价值的数据集才会做这样一个永久性的这样一个存储，比如说可能是金融，或者是类似我们现在大家所熟悉的一些 NFT 的这样一些数据，可能更好的去存储在这样一个网络当中来，让更多的人去看到它的这样一个价值，并且可以保证它能够类似永久的可以在 Falcon 网络当中去存储。然后的话呢，当然你也要提供一定的价值在里面。然后比如说有一个智能合约里面可以写存储这样一个数据集大概是需要多少钱，对吧？然后这样的话呢，就存储提供者去参与到进来帮你来进行存储，并且是进行永久性的存储。Yeah, okay.
Thanks. And other than that, we also have like infrastructural use cases that will be enabled, which are very crucial for the success of the network, meaning that when we have smart contracts on one side, we can start bridging those smart contracts on other networks like Ethereum or some layer 2 networks, or even have like layer 2 networks that are only attached with the Falcon network, which will allow like so many specialized use cases to be focused on, especially when we have like the metaverse and when we have other use cases that are like not that well defined right now. We allow those networks to specialize in that.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, 我们看到其实不只是说这些数据的话，完全可以FVM 这边的话可以打通整个 Falcon 网络本身，让它的这样一个数据价值能够实现更多的这样一个效用。另外的话呢，我们可以看到，就像这个刚刚在这边提到的一样，就是它能实现在不同链的这样一个交互进行桥接，然后的话呢，更好的能够把这些 Falcon 网络里边数据价值能够和其他不同链的特性结合在一起。这样的话呢，可能会有更多的这样一个发展空间在这边。那其实可以打通和部署在其他不同的链，这样的话就使得整个 Falcon 网络以及整个 Layer 2的这种网络可以实现更大的一个能效和效用嘛。OK。
Yeah, and to get directly on one possible use case, so this is a product that we're launching soon, which allows storage providers to like show more information about themselves and have the ability to actually get some tokens staked that allows them to pull into that liquidity and leverage that for whatever use they want. So basically, this is one of the first use cases that will be based on the FVM. If you want to like register for a pre-release for a private beta, this is the URL.
Oh, great. Okay. Could you move to the front page first? No, the previous one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this one is pretty interesting. So this one is called Filecoin, right? Filecoin. So it's mostly for service providers can, it's actually empowered by the FVM for service providers to make deals here, right? So these are all the like data cap, raw data, used for data storage, right?
So the focus of the platform is for storage providers to be able to like share more information about themselves and allow other third-party users to like stake some particular tokens to their infrastructure, and basically start building that brand as a storage provider that they need to get like more tokens staked.
Okay, great. Okay, sure.
We can leverage those incentives so that they can actually grow faster and onboard more storage on the network and get more verified deals.
Okay, noted. Thanks. OK， 刚刚Vic 这边给大家看到这样一个界面的话，是叫他们在接下来的一个展示的一个页面，主要是给群主提供者这边展示的一个界面，叫 Filecoin， 就是大家的话呢，比如说一些群主提供者可以在这边展现自己的信息，也可以展现自己的一些，比如说你过往的一些订单的数量，或者是你能够看到你过往的一个幸运值的一个表现，并且这边的话，你也可以有一些类似一些价格，或者是你的所属信息，比如说有的群主提供者他是属于欧洲，或者是属于美洲，或者是在中国，在国内，对吧？当然也有一些信息可以表明他现在所抽取的一个价格，比如说他存储1兆，对吧？1个 MB 的网络或者是1个 TB 的这样一个数据空间大概是多少的这样一个费用，都会在这边进行展现。OK，yeah。You can move to the next page. Yeah, so 如果大家感兴趣的话，你可以直接扫描屏幕上面的这样一个二维码，你就可以去填写一些订单，然后可以来申请去加入到这个里边去。OK,
good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Actually, so this one will be very useful, right? For like service providers, like we can show them here, like which location you are in, and more details about yourself. So the clients, so you can work together with this platform. Okay.
Yeah. So the first objective is to allow storage providers to like start building their brands and have like place where they can go and share more about their infrastructure, and allow storage clients to find those data centers, and then like also surface some of the information related to the storage deals that are happening, and allow storage providers to get some further incentives based on like their brand and reputation.
OK， 那刚刚 Vic 在这边有补充到，其实 Filecoin 这样一个界面的话，是其实让更多的一些群主提供者去过来在这边展现自己，去类似一个品牌的这样一个展现空间。对，你可以在这边展示自己的这样一个群手实力也好，或者是接下来你想和更多的一些人去合作，那这边都可以去参与到这个里边去，然后来展现自己的一些过往的一些群主记录啊、订单的达成率啊，或者是其他更多的信息在这边。这样的话，可以方便更多的一些潜在客户去过来在这边去看到你、去寻找、去达成后面的一系列合作。Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Also, let's quickly cover the roadmap that we have ahead. Wow. So before the end of the year, which is very soon, we want to have the mainnet running with a non-programmable FVM. What that means is that we are just gonna like implement the interfaces around the actors that will be very similar to the final version of the FVM, and have that running. This is very optimistic, but we hope to be able to do it. Then, like in Q1 2022, we want to like work on gas scheduling, group balancing, in general architecture around the how gas accounting is being done, and the logic that is necessary to execute actors with programmable code. For Q2, we want to have the ability for people to start like using the EVM as code that is executed on the FVM. We want to have an EVM compatibility with the FVM, so that's kind of the plan. Of course, there are going to be more improvements in Q2, but we hope to be able to like get to a point where we have EVM support in Q2 of 2022.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this Q2 next year, we will have the FVM be here, and a lot of smart contracts will be built with the FVM here. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, yeah，刚刚 Bill 这边给大家提到是一个 FVM 的这样一个 roadmap，大家可以看到的话，其实在今年Q4 也就 Q4 现在马上年尾了，对，他们已经可以实现了一个目标，就是在主网上面跑一个类似非程序化的这样一个 FVM， 对。当然它也是不会打破共识的这样一个东西，对，就是说可能不需要注册升级或者什么之类的，我们就有这样一个类似的非程序化这样一个 FVM 都可以实行了，就是大家可以去测试，或者可以去开始有自己的想法，开始去尝试去部署做这样一些东西。那在2022年 Q1 的时候呢，我们可以看到就是他们会做一系列的一些改进，比如说一些在 gas fee 这个层面的话，一些调度的这样一个重新的一个均衡化，然后另外的话也会有一个整个 gas 的这样一个整体的架构层面的一些改变还有一些系统内置的这些actor 以及它的一些逻辑性的一些运转的这样一些改变。当然这样一个改变的这样一个目标呢，在 Phase 1这样一个目标就是需要实现能够为接下来的这样一个用户的这样一个可编程化的这样一个FVM 来做准备，并且这个东西它是肯定会要打破这样一个共识性的这样一个FVM 的这样一个准备。那在2022年 Q2 的时候呢，我们可以看到他们目标是实现就是完全的这样一个用户这边的一个可编程化的这个 FVM。对，你可以在 Falcon 网络上面可以完全部署自己的一个完全可实施的这样一个自动化合约在里面了，并且它也是一个打破共识的这样一个合约。那另外的话，他们也会在接下来2022年 Q2 的话会做一系列的一些提升性的一些工作，比如说提升的一个FVM 这边的一个可编程化，形成合约一个可编程化以及一些系统内置的这些 actor 的一些改进，对，这些东西都会接下来去尝试去做的一些事情。Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. Also, we are going to have a program for early developers that want to develop on the FVM. And please email me at protocol AI if you want to have like early access for it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, 所以大家如果想对 FVM 这边有更多了解的话呢，也可以欢迎大家在这个屏幕上的 email Vuk 这样一个地址 Vuk@protocol.ai 对，就可以联系到 Vuk 这边，然后你有更多的一些 FVM 的一些想法，或者是更多的一些 idea 的话，都可以和 Vuk 这边进行尝试沟通。Okay, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you so much, Vuk. Yeah, and actually we do prepare about 2 questions, and can we just talk about the questions now? Okay, great. Yeah, wait a second. Let me share my screen now. Okay, great. Yeah, the very first question. Yeah, as you know, you guys have hosted so many hackathons and cooperated with different kind of chains like Chainlink, like Substrate, and like Near, like Polygon. Yeah, so many. Wow, that's really great. So, yeah, do you guys have any plans for the next development of the Falcon ecosystem, like maybe hackathons or the other kind of events? Yeah, you can just share a bit more about that with us. Thank you.
About more partnerships that we're planning, or yeah, I think like in general, like the work around the FVM is going to be like groundbreaking, because it's going to be unlocking potential partnerships for us that were not possible before, and have more interoperability with layer 2 chains, or more interoperability with the other smart contract platforms, and create like that flexibility that is necessary for all the potential bridges that needs to be made, which was not that easy to do right now. We did not have that flexibility of programming something on the Falcon network.
OK， Vuk 这边提到的话呢，在接下来的话，他们也会做更多的类似于不同链的这样一个桥接。但是呢，首先一个很重要的一个点就在于，就是 FVM 这边的一个可编程化，对吧？这块是非常重要的，就是只有这一块成立的话呢，在 FVM 上面就是通过智能合约化，对吧？可以和更多的不同链实现交互，来实现 Falcon 的网络，比如说数据的这些东西，可以更好的和其他不同链去进行桥接。这可能是一个基本面的这样一个东西，但是这个东西可以大家看刚才的 roadmap 的话，其实在 Q2 的话，应该可以就实现这样一个部分了。Yeah, just check with you. So maybe next year Q2, so we have a fully programmable FVM, so we can work together with the other different kind of chains, right? Yeah, do the bridging or something like that.
Yeah. Also keep in mind that like with FVM, we also have the chance to onboard many dApps that are currently available on the different networks like Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche. So that means that we are not just going to be working with the protocols itself. We are also going to be working with the dApps that are building stuff on those protocols. And by end of Q2, like we hope to already have some development on the testnet and have like many developers that are building on top of the dApps that are providing the infrastructural layer on the Falcon FVM.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, OK， 刚 Vic 这边有补充到，就是其实除了我们有不同链去桥接来发挥Falcon 网络的更大性能之外呢，也会支持更多的 DApps 在上面去创建应用，然后以及可以使用 FVM 来创建自动化合约。这样的话呢，其实可以有更多的一些应用场景可以在 Falcon 网络上面去体现，而不只是一个简单的存储与检索这一块。对。Yeah, thank you so much, Vic. And we do have the second question here. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this. As Falcon, it's an infrastructure of Web3, right? We focus mostly on about the storage. And so, how do you see about the development of the Web3 and like the metaverse? This is really huge now. Everybody thinks this is a nice big thing, maybe. Yeah. So, what kind of a role will Falcon play in it? So can you just explain a bit more about that? Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So Falcon is the only network that has enough scale to do the metaverse in a non-custodial way, in the sense that you can build the scale necessary for the metaverse currently only on Falcon and, of course, decentralized solutions. There is no other storage network that can support the scale that is necessary for something like the metaverse. And this is an incredible opportunity for us. And we are very proud to be in a position where we have the technology ready for something like that. And such a big challenge is going to be, we are happy that we are in a spot where we can support so many people that will be born on the Web3 realm of things. Now, on the other hand, Web3 in general is going to be huge. If you think about the centralized compute, if you think about like machine learning, how much data you are actually leveraging there, if you think about like data ownership and things like that, those are like enormous opportunities for us. And we are very well positioned to actually execute on those as well. The metaverse is not really clear what it means yet, because many people have like different opinions. And but what's cool is that we have like the scale that is necessary to actually make that a reality. And we are like enabling other folks to actually start building on our infrastructure and with that contribute to the metaverse vision.
OK, thanks. Yeah, 刚刚 Vic 在这边提到是就是关于比如说 Falcon 在这里面在元宇宙以及在 Web3 当中的发展可以扮演什么样的角色。他其实提到，首先 Falcon 网络本身的话呢，它肯定有这样一个实力，有这样一个存储空间来可以帮助这些在下一代，比如下一代互联网络以及或者是说元宇宙的发展中扮演一个非常一个强大的这样一个底层的这样一个基础设施建设的这样一个作用。就是很多的这样一个东西，比如说在存储在下一代互联网以及存储在元宇宙里面的东西的话，都可以实现在 Falcon 网络上面进行一个很好的一个存储。另外的话，他也提到，就是 Web3 可能也是非常庞大的一个事物，元宇宙的话，可能目前也并不是特别的清晰。但是可以知道清晰的一点就在于，就是本身 Falcon 网络的话，它可以实现这样对这样一个 Web3 网络以及元宇宙网络的这样一个很好的去承接，以及可以来帮助更多的一些应用，寄托于 Web3 应用或者是依托于 Metaverse 这些应用，都可以更好的去利用 Falcon 网络去进行存储。但是这边的话呢，也是有非常多的一些机会在这边，比如说下一代互联网以及在 Metaverse 上面都会有非常多的一些机会在上面。那本身可能依托接下来的 Falcon 网络这样一个 FVM 的这样一个发展，对吧？智能合约的这样一个实施，我觉得可能这些机会的话，都可以在整个 Falcon 网络生态可以实现更好的一个应用和发展。OK， Yeah, thank you so much, Vuk. Yeah, I think that's the end for today. Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for the great answers and questions, and so many great presentations just now to learn more about the FVM and the next move of Falcon. Yeah, thank you so much for today.
Bye bye.
Okay, see you. Yeah, take care. Okay, bye bye. OK， 好的，那直播间的朋友们，那我们本身的今天的活动的话，可能就先到这里。那我们园林区的话，也会一直一如既往的来提供类似像刚才或者以往的与 Web3 基金会以 Functionland 以 Meta 与 Moda 这些不同的网络、不同的公链以及应用的这些合作。那我们后续的活动的话，也会吸引和邀请更多的一些生态的大咖以及不同的话题为大家去展开分享。那 Vuk 这边的话，其实他刚才的话，在我们在和他联系的时候，他是本身想要去录制一个视频来做这样一个事情。当然，本身他的时间目前也是非常繁忙，但他依然可以来到我们直播间与大家这样一个见面沟通。也希望大家可以针对他刚刚的类似刚才屏幕上这样一个二维码的一个东西，可以提供更多的一些反馈，对吧？比如说这种提供者在接下来的一个 FVM 网络当中要扮演什么样的角色，有更多的一些 idea 可以和他去探讨和联络这是我们所能更多去期望的。那其实我们刚刚第二个问题的话，有提到关于元宇宙，对吧？对于元宇宙以及对于 Web3 的更多的一些看法，但对于其实很多人来讲的话，元宇宙可能也很遥远，或者说 Web3 可能也很遥远。但是我们需要知道一些趋势性的一些东西，因为你知道一些趋势性的东西，你才能更好的面对未来去进行计划，或者是面对这些挑战。那我们园林区近期的话呢，也是推出了一本书叫《元宇宙基石》，相信大家关注我们的人应该有看到这本书的话，我们已经在京东和当当进行一个首发了，并且现在的话在计算机领域这种网络里面也是卖得非常火热的。那我们也是希望更多的人可以和我们一起参与到这样一个元宇宙的共建当中去，然后也可以看看分布式存储以及分布式计算它们在其中扮演什么样的一个角色，对吧？那感兴趣的大家的话，可以扫描我们的屏幕二维码去了解，去咨询这本书。对，我们也会在接下来会有在下周一或者是下周四的时间，我们都会有关于这本书的发布会以及研讨会，我们也去邀请行业的大咖和我们一起去探讨下一个热点，对吧？下一个热点是什么样子的，以及我们需要做好哪些准备，才可以面对这些不同的一些新鲜事物所能给我们带来一些趋势和挑战。那今天我们的活动可能就到这里了，非常感谢各位在线的聆听。Okay, thank you so much, guys. And so this is the end for this event. And if you guys want to learn more about metaverse, about the decentralized stories and Web3, so you guys can, try to scan the QR code on the website and try to learn more about the metaverse and the book that we wrote recently. And as RPFS Force, we will continue to write so many kinds of reports about decentralized stories about the next big thing like Web3 or the metaverse, and we will continue to write books and hold so many kinds of events to let you guys know how the Web3 is going on and how the Web3 ecosystem is working. So that's all for today. Thank you so much and take care. Okay, bye bye.